All right, this is the March 13 through 16, 2025 Dallas Card Show review. Again, same as the last few videos, I am peppering in stuff from various shows and eBay and whatever. Just here's some cards, let's talk about them. And that's going to be kind of probably how I'm going to do it from here forward because I think what it comes down to is just I see so much cool stuff in kind of my daily routines, and so I figured why just leave it up to one acquisition opportunity. And so I want to do this because I want to promote the Dallas card shows, but I also want to ensure that some of the other cards that come in to my acquisition are covered as well, so that there's just a little bit more variety. Because it may be the case that I'll go to a show and I don't get enough cool stuff. I get cool stuff, but I don't get cool enough stuff to showcase on a video. You know, there's just other stuff that I want to talk about. So again, this is probably going to be an ongoing thing that I'll just pepper in some miscellaneous. In addition to Dallas Card Show pickups, we also have this eBay and other show acquisitions and the rest of it, because I don't have time to do reviews for every show I go to, because I go to a lot of them. For a while there was like every weekend for 5 weeks. Kind of cool. It's like no other place in the country. And I've been to a lot of cities, over 100 cities in America. And I've seen what most of the states can produce in card shows. Florida's got a pretty good thing going. California to some degree. The amount of shows I don't think can ever be touched if it's compared to Texas, Dallas area. There's so much activity here. It's amazing. It really is the best place for card collectors, I think. And so actually one of the reasons why I moved here was because we have so much activity here. So anyway, let's get into this. First on the list here is a Mark McGwire 1997 Ultra Platinum Medallion to 200. I got this from a seller on Facebook. And I was working with him for like some other things he was selling, and after a while he showed this and I was like, well, you know, what do you want for the McGwire? And he told me. I was like, okay, let's get that done. And I remember I closed on a deal with him 1 month, and I told him, can you hang on to it for till the end of the month, and I'll just grab it and you can throw it in and ship everything to me, because it was this and a pile of other cards I got in this like 25-cent dollar sale thing I was buying from him for a while. And he always has cool stuff, and so I was glad to get this. I don't actively pursue the 97 Ultra Platinum Medallions. This just happened to be a card that worked for me in my collection, and it came at a price that I felt was fair. It was, reasonable, probably about average for the market. It's like I paid about market for this card, maybe a little better, but it's within range. It's glad to get it. Love these. Love that like sparkle silver thing on the nameplate and the Ultra logo. That's kind of how you're differentiated among the gold medallions and base cards. They're just great looking cards. And of course, McGwire, one of my favorites. I get as much of his stuff as I can find when I'm out digging around. I always love McGwire stuff. He actually has almost an entire 3200 count box just designated for my McGwire stuff. It's all of it. It's all in just one. I think he shares. I think it's like almost 4 full rows. Eventually it'll just be that entire box will be just McGwire. But until then, and I might already be there because I have so much work ahead of me with sleeving, with all the collections I bought over the last 8 months, that I might not already be at that place where he takes up an entire 3,200 count box. Eventually Ripken's going to get there too. He's very close as well. A-Rod is getting there, but he's not there yet. Who else? Tony Gwynn, Maddox, Piazza. Those guys are getting there to like needing a full box of their own. I'm not quite there yet with those previous 3 guys. I think the next guy after McGwire is going to be Ripken, who's going to need an entire 3,200 count box just for him. It's just like that with some of these guys. I've been collecting them for so many years. And so this stuff just grows. But it's, I'm picky even then. I get it. I'm picky on price. I'm picky on card. I don't get any card I see. I say that, but I say that facetiously. I pick based on those 2 factors. And so If someone wants to like gouge me, I'll walk. Like whatever, I don't need it. It's fine. I'll find somebody else willing to sell it at a better price, and don't try to gouge me on something. So just be reasonable. Know that I want to build a long-term relationship with you if I buy from you, and so I'm going to come back with more money. So you'll make more money off of me if you just take care of me. I'll take care of you. And so I have these arrangements with these sellers, and they know me. They know what I collect, and I know them. And I go to them first, and I'll spend some amount of money with them initially, and then from there I'll give them a link to a page on my site. It lists all the players I buy, and so I all the pricing and all that stuff. And so McGuire, of course, is one of those guys. There are quite a few guys in there, and every now and then I'll add another guy. Like I recently added Manny Machado because if he can keep it up, his WAR is already above the minimum that is considered, Hall of Fame worthy, right? And so, and do guys get on WAR alone? No, there are plenty of guys. I mean, look at Bobby Grich. He has a WAR above the standard, but he's not in the Hall of Fame. I don't think he'll make the Hall of Fame anytime soon, but maybe. Lou Whitaker is another one of those guys whose WAR is above the standard, what is considered the minimum to get in the Hall of Fame. Yeah, it's interesting when we see WAR. And this is a stat that I recently became more aware of. For years, it was batting average and hits and home runs, but there's so many other stats that are important, and WAR is one of them. OPS is another big one. There's just more to it, right? On-field performance and off-field performance. This is why Pete Rose will never get in the Hall of Fame for a couple of different reasons. One, he signed that contract Bert Giamatti produced for him when he was found gambling like 2 weeks before Bert Giamatti died. It says, dead or alive, essentially, you can never be, in the Hall of Fame. So you're banned for life or dead forever. So every year it's like, oh, Rose deserves to be in the Hall of Fame. Nope, he doesn't. Doesn't deserve it. Sorry. Not going to happen. He might be the hit king, but if you really want to get technical about it, Ichiro, if you calculate and tally up and add his Japanese total hits totals with his American hits totals, he's passed Pete Rose's record by like 100 hits. So he's the hit king. Ichiro is the hit king. Nobody's going to change my mind. And it's also credibility too. Is it, is Barry Bonds the true home run king, or is it really Hank Aaron? Some people say it's Hank Aaron. All right, fine. That's fine. Barry Bonds still had to hit the home runs regardless of what he, took. Whatever. It doesn't matter. He still had to swing the bat and hit. So whatever. Do steroids or supplements make you hit better? Well, they can make you respond faster potentially, which makes you a better performer, which can make you hit harder because you're bigger and bulkier. It's like the guy with the long legs can run faster than the guy with the short legs, easier, right? It's like ants can run as fast as they can, but you'll still outrun them just by walking at slow pace because you have really long legs and they don't have long legs. Those poor little ants. Poor little ants. So yeah, I mean, he had help to get those home runs, right? But at the same time, people say like, well, Hank Aaron did. I was like, I don't think so. Even if he took greenies, which is help you stay awake because you have 162 games to go. Like, it's hard on the body. It's tiring. Like, your body just needs to stay awake. It's just uppers. I don't really qualify as a steroid. So just stay awake, and it was a different time back then, right? Like, it was just a different era. Now there's these anabolics that are just, body altering, not just to maintain your wakeness, but just to build your muscle mass. That gives you an edge, and like even a more competitive advantage over just being awake. Now you can smash baseballs over like many hundreds of feet out, In any case, this is cool. I like this. This is always a fun player to buy. Mark McGwire is one of my favorites. He'll always be one of my favorites forever. I always love Mark McGwire and Sosa and those guys. I don't care what reputation they have. I don't care about any of that. Bonds, I don't care about any of that. They're all guys I love, and I love collecting their cards. So be it. In any case, this is the Mark McGwire 1997 Ultra Platinum Medallion to 200. All right, moving on here. Next on the list, this is Kenny Lofton 1998 Donruss Diamond Kings Canvas. Okay, so how this parallel distinguish itself from the non-canvas? The print run on these is to 10,000. The first 500, which is 5% of the print run of 10,000, were printed with a canvas texture on these cards. And really cool. So you have to know that going in. I think I found this in a dollar bin, I think. And I always like Kenny Lofton. Some people think there's an argument that can be made for his Hall of Fame induction. Maybe that is the case. I don't know. I always liked him. I always thought he reminded me of Willie Mays Hayes of Major League. When he played with the Indians, it would just fit, just looked the same. Skinny, stole a lot of bases. It fit to me. And I always liked collecting Kenny Lofton stuff. I filed his cards when I was a kid. I started filing him right when he came on the scene in 92. Actually, he came on the scene in 91 with the Astros. And he was traded to the Indians in late season 92. Yeah. Right. So that's kind of an interesting thing to think. Right, because his 92 Donruss update is the first time he's shown as an Indian. That card's actually really valuable. It's like 92 traded is not as valuable. 92 score update, 92 Fleer update. Those cards are less valuable. 92 Fleer update's probably the next in line for value, and then it's everything else. Maybe the 92 Topps traded gold. That one is pretty valuable. That may trump the 92 Fleer update in value. I don't see that one very frequently. Those are 92 Topps traded gold is a somewhat rare stuff to find. I mean, it's available. You search for it, you'll find it. But out in the wild, I just don't see it. I see 92 Topps gold. Those were one a box. Like, think about that. It's like deflates all the excitement when they release the whole set as a all gold, and you can get the Brian Taylor autograph in there. Really amazing, but man, what a box to get 92 Topps gold. Gosh, that's a chase card. It's like they're as rare as the 1994 Collector's Choice gold signatures that were also one a box, but significantly less valuable. The Collector's Choice gold sigs were awesome. I'm actually building that set. I've been building that set for a while. I haven't really worked on it in a while. Whatever, now and then I'll cherry pick something. I have most, if not all, of the big cards in that set. Now I'm just doing commons. I think that's where I am now. Yeah, another story. So this is cool. This is the Kenny Lofton 1998 Donruss Diamond Kings canvas to 500, which is the first 500 in the print run of 10,000. So if you flip it over, it's out of 10,000. You just have to know that it's the first 500 out of 10,000 to notice the canvas, if you don't notice the textured print on the front. In any case, love this. All right, next on the list here, Austin Kearns 2002 Bone Chrome X Fractor to 250. So this card came out obviously 3 years after his 1999 Bowman Chrome card, which qualifies as his rookie card. But he hadn't yet hit MLB status. He wasn't a rookie in the MLB until 2002, so this would qualify as his rookie year card. Whereas his 1999 Bowman Chrome stuff, that's his rookie card. The rookie cards, both of them, but for different reasons, as mentioned previously. So glad to get this. This was in, I think this was in a quarter bin, maybe a dollar bin. I tend to go back and forth. I don't remember which is. I buy so many cards that I don't remember exactly where price point wise. But again, I'm buying so much that I'm not paying $1 for this, even if it was marked at $1. I buy like hundreds from a guy, and I can get them down to like 20 cents a card, sometimes even less. Whatever. I buy a lot of stuff, and it's all handpicked, cherried. It's not just random whatever. There's a method to it, and so this fits really well. I think that 2002 Bowman Chrome is one of the the roster of rookies in this set is just incredible. You got Votto, Mauer, Greinke. Oh man, I think Curtis Granderson is in this set too. Let me check. Yeah, Curtis Granderson's in this set too. Yeah. Austin Kearns, love this. He was a guy I found out about. I don't remember when. I think it was like right before I got out of the hobby for a short break. Or it was like when I got back in and started learning about Pat Burrell and some of the other guys, Alfonso Soriano and some of the other like 99 rookie crop dudes. And I think that's when I found out about Kearns. And then I cherry picked the various cards. Tim Hudson. Some others. It was a good crop. That 99 rookie card crop of guys. I missed that block because I was out. So it must have been when I got back that I found out about Austin Kearns. In any case, glad to get this Austin Kearns 2002 Bowman Chrome X-Fractor to 250. Love that. All right. Next on the list here, Manny Machado 2018 Donruss Elite Series Crystals Parallel. Very inexpensive card. I think it was, again, 25 cents a dollar. I don't know, whatever. It was in there. Like I said, I'm grabbing Machado stuff more now. I don't have a section for him, but I'll probably make a section for him because I think he deserves a section. Right now, he just kind of gets thrown into like the Orioles stuff. I think he's in Padres. Like he's in his team sections in my team's box, but I'll probably piece him out and give him his own section in my B's box. I don't know if he'll make the A's boxes. He might. I have to figure that out. In any case, I like this. I think that it's really cool that Panini's reproduced the Donruss Elite Series stuff, and the cards look amazing, and the parallels look awesome. I think Panini does a great job. I've always said that. They just do awesome work, and so this is no exception. Just glad to get this. This is cool. And in fact, this is the only parallel that's not serial numbered out of the base card. And I remember looking, I was like, there's no serial number in this. So that's interesting. So I just did a double check to make sure that, it was nothing important, and it's not. And so I was glad to get it because it worked with the price point I paid for it. So yeah, this is the Manny Machado 2018 Donruss Elite Series Crystals Parallel. All right, moving on. Love this. Rhys Hoskins 2022 Donruss Voltage Parallel to 25. So I saw this, and the guy had a few cards I had cherry picked from him. It was just a better run of, there was stuff like this. And I think I picked like a little stack from him, and we closed on a pretty good deal. I was like, well, I got to get this. Rhys was huge in 2018. Not so much huge now, but he's a name. He's not nobody. This is one of those Donruss sets that has a whole bunch of parallels. And I didn't chase it much really at all for anybody. Even Thomas, I have whatever I have is cheap bargain binny stuff. I don't have any of the big parallels for him. There are so many. But when I saw this, I was like, oh, this is cool. It's got the hollow foil finish, low print run, a name I like. Hoskins is a B box guy for me. I don't know if he'll ever graduate into the A boxes, but at least he has a good section in the B boxes. Christian Yelich has a section in there too. I don't know if those guys will ever graduate, but if they don't, it doesn't matter. I always have really cool cards of these guys. They're inexpensive enough. You can get like cool stuff, just really good stuff. Every now and then I'll cherry pick a Hoskins or a Yelich card just to kind of like something that fits. I don't spend a lot of money on these guys though. I'm not going out of my way to buy big cards. I have one really big Hoskins card though that I'm proud of. I'll probably eventually like showcase on the blog at some point. It's a huge card, maybe his biggest. Seriously, I think it's one of his or his biggest card, but I'm not going to tell you which one it is. But me telling you that should tip off what it is that I have. Like, it should be pretty obvious if you've been collecting for any amount of time. And if you have an idea of what it is, please mention in the comments. I may or may not respond, but at least other people may see it. Yeah, go ahead and post something. This is the Rhys Hoskins 2022 Donruss Voltage Parallel to 25. Love that. Awesome stuff. All right, next on the list here is Mike Trout, 2024 Bowman's Best Bowman Showpieces. Okay, so the thing with me on this card is I saw a PSA 10 of, I think, this or another player at the show, and the guy wanted like hundreds for him. Like, what's the deal with this card? Is it rare or is it just the price point? I'm just like, pop one. I'm like, I care. Seriously. Oh, it just means you're the only person on earth who bothers to get this thing graded. It's a marketing gimmick that doesn't mean anything to me. The pop count, I don't care. Don't point it out to me that's a pop. I don't care. I really don't care. What's the price on it? Do I need it or even want it? That's what I care about, not how many of them have been graded. Don't even care. But these cards are really beautiful. You got the like refractor finish in the background, and it's just the pink paint splatter all over the place. They're just great looking cards. They're just great looking cards. And so I grabbed this one on eBay. They're cheap though. I don't know what the insertion ratio is on the showpieces, but they are very affordable cards. It's weird. It's like I see so much cool stuff come out every year. It seems like a lot of it can be had for really low value, which is awesome for me. I don't have to spend a lot of money on these cards. So lately, like every year, I'll grab a few singles from some of the various sets that I think are compelling, interesting. And this is one of them. Love this. Mike Trout, 2024, Bowman's Best Bowman Showpieces. Love that. Moving on. Oh, you'll dig this. This is awesome. Joe Adele, 2024, Stadium Club, first day issue. Okay, I found this in a dollar box. Again, because I bought a lot. I probably got this for 20 cents. I don't open wax. I don't open any modern. I don't open anything. I just let everybody else open it and find this stuff in dollar bins. Joe Adele is a guy I've kind of sort of like cherry picking here and there because I like the Angels and he's a modern guy. And so why not? He doesn't have a section anywhere yet, but that could change. I haven't really, I think I bought one item on eBay of him last year. Yeah, like a 1-of-1 rookie era thing. I don't remember what it was. Eventually it'll get scanned and probably talked about on my blog or something, but I found this card and you might not think to look at it. It's just, they're using the classic 1994 first day issue stamp, but this time it's hollow blue, which is awesome. The print run on these first day issues for 2024, 10. This is a to 10. Yeah, the serial numbers are not on these cards, but that's the unstated print run. So when I found out about this when I was coming up with this review, I was like, oh my gosh, this card's print run of 10? That's amazing. I'll probably never see another one of the 9 ever, right? And so I was glad to get this for, like I said, it was like 20 cents after the transaction was done. Love these. This is awesome. I'm glad they brought back the old first day issue stamp from 30 years prior. It's just so awesome. Yeah, glad to get this. This is a nice one. Nice ad. It's a gem in the rough. I love this card. Yeah, Adele was a big prospect when he first came on the scene. He is not as big as he was. He's like a Hoskins kind of situation. Like really big on the scene when he came out, but people don't really care much anymore. It's too bad. Whatever. It's like good for me when I want to cherry pick stuff. I get it for usually pretty inexpensive. But yeah, there you have it. This is the Joe Adele 2024 Stadium Club first day issue to 10. All right, moving on. Love this. Nolan Arenado, Topps Chrome Gilded Collection to 99. This is the base card. The base cards were numbered to 99. And then all the parallels is like 75, 50, 25, 5, whatever. 1-of-1s, all the rest of it. There's a bunch of them. But they're beautiful. They're quite beautiful. I love these cards. I think I paid like $8 for the Arenado. I think he was $8. I was like, I'll do that. I want one card from the Gilded Collection because I'm not going to be buying this stuff. It's like $600 a pack or something. I don't know what it is. It's a lot. Hundreds. More than I'm willing to pay. So, but probably worth it. And you get some really nice cards out of it. I don't know if I have any Thomases yet. I'd have to check. I'm pretty behind on my upkeep. So I may have something. But if I do, it's not like super rare. It's more common than the 1-of-1. But I don't remember what I have. I think it's either a 50, a 75, or a 99. I don't remember if I have it. Might be a false memory. But in any case, I like this. I always like to get like an Arenado. I look for Arenado stuff when I'm out. This one worked. This was at one of the Frisco shows. I think this was I want to say it was like sometime in the fall is when I got this card, I think. And really happy to get it. I always like sort of the Topps Chrome higher end stuff. We talked about Cosmic before. That's like my favorite set ever. But Gilded is pretty close. I mean, the cards look amazing. They really do. They're really nice. I like the designs. Just very beautiful cards. It's like a supreme version of Topps Chrome. It's like a super, super ultra boutique premium version. Like the design is the same, but the product quality is it's much, much higher. So there you have it. This is the Nolan Arenado 2024 Topps Chrome Gilded Collection to 99. The base card. Pretty amazing. Last on the list here. I love this. This is so awesome. Miguel Cabrera 2024 Topps Cosmic Chrome Launched into Orbit Orange Galactic Refractor to 25. It's like the Topps Chrome Cosmic stuff is such a mouthful of title that I have to kind of like and then do it. Obviously I don't. I'm joking, but so here's the thing with this. I have an A-Rod to 5 red refractor that I realized later I overpaid for because another one surfaced and it auctioned at like much less than what I paid. Whatever, fine. I can't tell the future. It just happens sometimes. But I saw the Miguel Cabrera 25, this exact card, not the same print run, but this one of the other 25 on eBay bin for like, I think it was like 35 or 40 bucks. It was cheaper. I was like, I'll watch that. And then it sold, and I was like, well, I'll just keep an eye on that card. Maybe another one will surface. Another one did surface, and I got it for much less. These cards are so cool, though. Look at them. They're beautiful. That like eye drop sort of shape to them. I don't know, something about this card just works really well. I love the design here. The orange with that like fire blaze background, the explosion, the supernova type thing. I don't know, the space, outer space, aliens and stuff. Really fun. I love this card. It's awesome. Yeah, man, Topps Chrome Cosmic is my favorite set. At least now. That may change, but right now that's the one. It's the one I like. I'm not gonna buy any packs of it. I don't need it, but I love what Topps is doing with this set. It's so cool. Yeah, not much more I can say about it. It just looks awesome. This is the Miguel Cabrera 2024 Topps Cosmic Chrome launched into orbit Orange Galactic Refractor to 25. 2 minutes later. So you have it. That's my run of cards I got, well, that I'm assigning to the March 13 to 16 2025 Dallas Card Show review. Obviously, there's cards peppered about how I got them, but that works for this. Just to give some marketing to the Dallas Card Show. I like to do reviews of the big shows, and so there you have it. That's that run. Thank you for tuning in to Radicards TV on Radicards.com. I'm your host, Patrick Greeno, and until next time, enjoy collecting. If you like this content, please subscribe. Thanks. Enjoy collecting.